Welcome to the World Register. The World Register is an independent news source providing truthful, unbiased, and timely reporting about people, places, and events. U.S. President Donald Trump spoke before the United Nations General Assembly today, covering a whole spectrum of topics. President Trump began his speech by expressing his appreciation to member nations who offered assistance and aid to those in the U.S. suffering from the effects of recent hurricanes. He went on to say, quote, "The American people are strong and resilient, and they will emerge from these hardships more determined than ever before," end quote. President Trump continued by stating that the United States has done very well since he was elected on November 8th. He mentioned the stock market is at an all-time high, unemployment is at its lowest level in 16 years, and there are more people working in the United States today than ever before. He also said, quote, "Companies are moving back, creating job growth the likes of which our country has not seen in a very long time, and it has just been announced that we will be spending almost $700 billion on our military and defense," end quote. After speaking about living in a time of extraordinary opportunity and breakthroughs in science, technology, and medicine, the U.S. President moved on to growing dangers. President Trump said, quote, "Terrorists and extremists have gathered strength and spread to every region of the planet. Rogue regimes represented in this body not only support terrorists, but threaten other nations and their own people with the most destructive weapons known to humanity," end quote. He also said, quote, "International criminal networks traffic drugs, weapons, people, force dislocation and mass migration, threaten our borders, and new forms of aggression exploit technology to menace our citizens," end quote. President Trump showed his frustration with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un by saying, quote, "Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself and for his regime," end quote. Also regarding Iran, President Trump said, quote, "The Iranian government masks a corrupt dictatorship behind the false guise of a democracy. It has turned a wealthy country with a rich history and culture into an economically depleted rogue state whose chief exports are violence, bloodshed, and chaos," end quote. He also mentioned a new strategy for victory in the fight against what he termed this evil in Afghanistan, and he said the U.S. made big gains toward a lasting defeat of the Islamic State in Syria and Iraq. St. Louis, Missouri-based Fox 2 Now reports that every player on the Cahokia Quarterback Club football team, which are 8 and under, took a knee during the national anthem ahead of Sunday's game at Little Devils Field in Belleville, Illinois. According to the report, when the anthem started, the Cahokia third graders immediately took a knee where they were standing with their backs to the United States flag. All of the parents on the team supported the coach's decision to take a knee, according to the report. And Reuters news agency reports that a 7.4 magnitude earthquake hit Mexico on Tuesday, shaking buildings in the capital of Mexico City and sending people fleeing into the streets. The earthquake hit only hours after many people participated in drills around the nation on the anniversary of the devastating quake that killed thousands in Mexico City in 1985. There was no mention of injuries or deaths in the report.